Hello and welcome to the channel. In this video we are going to talk about some real-time issues, related questions and its solutions. Here the question is how to change coding language in code stage of Blueprism. I am getting error while writing code in C#. So in Blueprism you can go to initialize page and open business object properties. Here you can see in code option tab. Now you can change your language, bottom C#, VB, so whatever the language you have you can choose and select and change the language. Initialize and business object properties. So once you change the language, then only you will write the code in code stage. It will accept you whatever based on the language scenarios. Otherwise it will not accept. If you didn't change the language and you are writing in another language, that will be some issues will happen. Next question, I am trying to send emails using Outlook in Blueprism, likewise UiPath. I am new to Blueprism, but I don't find an option Outlook or Exchange server. So here the thing is, I want to send email. See, when you send an email, that is the one thing you have to take care of it. You can use map.ix VPU objects, but the limitation is it will only accept Outlook client as 32-bit application, but it will not accept 64-bit Outlook. So make sure before you are configuring your email settings, you must take 32-bit Outlook application. It's not 64-bit. 64-bit will not achieve. Even though if you are configure POP3 and SMTP, it will not work in 64-bit. See, the next question is, some of the attributes provided different values based on environment. How can I avoid Blueprism object? So based on the environment, some of the attributes are giving different values. How I can avoid this? So you can avoid through the parent URL. You have to uncheck this parent URL because based on the URL, if you have given the static, it will default, it will take dev environment URL, the web application, whatever you have. If you move to EAT, the same values will give. That's the reason uncheck the parent URL. So question for, I am trying to validate date. The format should be DD, MM, YY. See how you can format the data as DD, MM, YY using regex or anything else. See here, if you want to format as DD, MM, YY, you have some other options. So as usual, you are configuring your date, check valid date, and if this is the valid date, suppose you have 2 or 3 dates, you have to check valid date or not. So how you can check in C# code stage? So you can check whatever the format you want using your code stages. This is the way you can check in format in code stage. So after you check, you can use the flag data item in a decision flag and do whatever you consider appropriate if a date is not an actual date. Code stage probably simply use datetime.parse. That is only one more thing is available, datetime.parse method, which is able to automatically convert a date from a form of string into datetime. This is the one way, and one more way is datetime.parse. Here the string is nothing, mm. If you want mm, dd, yy. If you don't want time, then probably you can remove hs mm, and probably finally you got setting as to date. You are converting your date to date. So you can finally you can get the date format, so you can easily validate using your decision stage. I have automated on SAP application unexpected pop-up. See, if SAP application any unexpected pop-up will come, probably you have to check with, first thing is you have to check with your admin, because even though some pop-ups they have to take care. And the second thing is, if they are not, if admin is not aware that particular pop-up, then probably you have to check the mode, Win32 or region mode, and click OK for the particular pop-up. And through application modeler, you can click OK to the particular pop-up. Then probably that pop-up as well handled through your Blueprism application. You can build your own SAP utility object that will connect SAP scripting. Then you should be able to use try catch with timeout setting used to. See, if you want to catch your issues through your code stage, probably you can use try catch. I have a list box which a user need to click. Select a value from drop down. I am trying to use Blueprism to select a value, select item. Action enable stage. Update payment method on wage clone policy. It's giving some errors when cloning some objects. Here you can see the screenshot. This is the object. They are cloning the check. So it seems it's a older VB application. So method they're using the action is select item, and item text and item position they are making on it. See, the thing is, before two things we have to consider on it. If it is very small, the object is not identified with something, then probably that is the only thing. Otherwise, if you attempt to spy the element using Win32 or active accessibility mode, change some other modes. Win32 active accessibility and your mode with if it is the element of the SAP, then you can SAP mode is available. You can change the mode as well. Whatever the application it is, based on that you have to change that. And use application navigator to see if you can spy the items themselves. Check how reliable it will be useful for keystroke on the drop down. Suppose you can use keystroke. Suppose this is not able to clone on it, you can use keystroke or else global send key events to click center. See, worst case scenario you can go OCR, but that is not proper way. The final thing is you can go with OCR. The next question, identify button not showing Blueprism spying. When spying, if you are spying, that button of identify is not available. See, spying in a calculator in Windows 10. I am creating calculator. We go in Blueprism Object Studio. In application model, I give calls.exe path and able to launch calculator, but I am not getting identify option to spy on any element. In element, after clicking the launch button, see, once you click the launch button, the identify button has to come, but it's not coming. The Blueprism version is 5.0, so probably you have to do two things. Here, one thing is your application is not launched properly. Close the app exe, which is calcs.exe, and open it again. Sometimes we can face this type of issues. The first thing is remove application path from navigate stage. In navigate stage, probably remove your application path. You can launch application separately. In navigate stage, action attach, provide the Windows title within codes calculator, click OK and run the object. Now if you go to application model, you will be able to see the identify button under the element. See, some things it will happen, you have to set one more time with the navigate action attach. So how it is happen? See, if you're running the again, if it is not related to your launch exe, then probably it will work. I'm struggling to get number of rows count Blueprism. I have connected MS. So here the question is, he want to get the rows count. It is very easy in Blueprism. You can go with the action name as count rows in collection object. Action name is your VBO is collection and your action name is count rows. Probably you have used your input as well as your collection must be the same. The design is looks like the same. How to import, the next question is how to import all sheets from an Excel workbook into collection inside a collection in Blueprism. So in Blueprism, if you want to import all sheets, the probably you can use this MS Excel VBO action stages. You have to create instance. You can see our previous video, that is the screenshot attached. Create instance, open workbook and show workbook and get sheet as collection. This is the way you can attach entire collection. How to save Excel file in Blueprism? If you want to save Excel file, then probably you can go MS Excel VBO and save current workbook as your action. So this is the VBO and this is the action item. You can go and easily save the MS Excel VBO save values. Thanks guys, thanks for watching this, and we can learn new things in our next video. Bye.